All right, motherfuckers, welcome to this edition of Hanging with These Nuts. Yeah. In today's episode, we have guitar extraordinaire, Mr. Ernesto Colon from the band Dead Earth. And we're going to have 5 questions for Mr. Colon. Some serious and some not so serious. So let's start with the first question, Ernesto. Who are your biggest influences musically?
Biggest influences musically? Megadeth, Metallica, Anthrax, Judas Priest. Besides that, Thrasher, Pestilence, Napalm Death, Morbid Angel, you name it, yeah. But the stars, yeah.
So you got a whole variety of music that you're musically influenced by. I do know that you're influenced by some of the Spanish style music, like some of the flamenco guitar stuff.
Flamenco, yeah, and traditional Puerto Rican acoustics like trio music, Ibaro music. Y'all familiar with it? Y'all can Google it. Yeah, Ibaro music. We use like 12-string guitars, lots of percussion, stuff like that. You know, salsa, of course. Yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And who? How did these musical influences inspire you on the new upcoming Dead Earth album? Some of the elements of some of these, musical influences.
To be honest, none of them. Most of the songs I either was some part of my life going through some dark times, and that inspired me to write. Most of them happy times, yeah. So every song is like a roller coaster. Like you will feel probably some of them like riff wise sound kind of like, heavy or dark or whatever, and also then sound like, like happy tunes and stuff like that. So I just go with my whatever emotion I'm going through, that feeling, I guess you could say.
Very good, man. Good stuff, man. So name some of the previous bands you were in, and you have any funny tour stories that you could share with everyone?
From the first one, from the beginning of the first band that I started, or
sure,
doesn't have to be.
You could go all the way back. You could say whatever the fuck you want in that stuff.
That case.
Yeah.
I started 14 with a best friend, Noel Alvarez, and we started like guitar and bass at my grandma's house, and we didn't know what the fuck to do. We started playing ska, we played death metal, we allegedly thought we was playing all that stuff. We could have played for shit. And then we started our first hardcore band, was Bajo Presión. That was in 1995. And we started that band. I was in that band till 2004. And then after that, I went to the States and just worked normal, being an average Joe, and then I started playing with Wrench, which was Mike Palmieri's band, and he used to be the drummer for Life of Agony. And from that point on, parted ways with them and ended up in Marauder. That was at the end of 2010. And I played with Marauder from 2010 to 2015, like the end of 2015.
So, what were some of the some funny tour stories that you have from like the Marauder days? Now, this is Marauder out of Brooklyn, New York, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was some of the funny tour stories? I know you had a couple that you told us, but tell the audience here about some of the Marauder, a good Marauder tour story.
There's a few, but I guess this one probably not funny, but well, it's funny to me, but it was stupid at the same time. I am not a caffeine guy, so I have fucking, I'm clueless when it comes to coffee or anything that involves caffeine. So, we went to this gas station. I'm the type of person that I was the type of person like no sleep till Brooklyn. I drank all day, drank all night, jammed, and didn't sleep at any. They will book hotels, rooms for me, and I would not even end up sleeping there. I would end up bugging everybody else. So that day I didn't sleep for probably 3 nights, and I was tired. It was my turn to drive. So we would stop at this gas station, and I saw these 5-hour energies. So I started counting. So I thought that, okay, so we're driving 18 hours. So probably if I drank 4, it will give me 20-hour capacity of driving. I thought I was gonna stay awake for 20 hours. So I ended up stealing 4 of them jars at the gas station because I never paid for them. They were always at the counter. I stole them, and because I was desperate, and drank and I chugged them all 4. Got in the van and just started driving. I don't remember where it was. It was somewhere in the West Coast, I think, or it was, I think, on the way from Florida, I think, to Texas. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. All I remember is that just driving a straight line like this, like just driving. Everybody's just quiet, and then all of a sudden, I'm still thinking to my head that I'm still driving, and I hear this faint echo, and I thought I was awake, and I keep hearing this loud echo. Once I opened my eyes, everyone's on top of me, whoever was right next to me, I don't remember if it was Bobby or somebody was right next to me. So I screamed, you motherfucker! And then I just pulled, and there was this ramp where the train runs, this little hill with the arms that come down. Yeah, they were up. We didn't crash into them. But it was that ramp, and I was doing probably 45, 55, I guess. With a U-Haul in the back. And we just hauled that Evil Knievel did, looked like, it felt like I was in Dukes of Hazzard where it stopped in the middle of, it paused in the middle of the air. Them boys about to get fucked. Something like that. That's how I felt in my head. Everybody screaming. And I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just landed, I guess. We landed, and then that shit just jackknife, I believe it was, and then it just dragged us, so we spun, and nobody got hurt or nothing, so just stopped like that, and first thing that comes to my head is ooh, who wants to take a turn now? I'm tired, yeah, I'm done, I think I'm quite done right now. Everybody just flipped out on me, they all thought we was gonna die. So yeah, that's one of many, other stories that I found. Another funny story is that me getting drunk and always leaving, walking on a straight line. I don't know how I end up in the red light district. And that's where all my family used to find. Oh, he's probably some red light district. But yeah, exactly. I end up I don't know why. It's like a magnet. They post me there, and then all of a sudden they find me there. It's not on purpose. It's just I'm stupid. I cannot go sideways. I just walk straight.
I remember you telling a story not too long ago about a show you guys did in Germany.
Oh!
Marauder.
Oh, that whole sombrero thing. I don't know if I can say it.
Sure.
This is a promoter over there. I did this show in Ulm, in Germany. And as soon as we all getting down and all that stuff, everybody's going oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. As soon as I come down, comes this dude with really curly hair, and they stop me whoa, where you going? And I play in the band. No, you don't. The promoter comes out. We're really good friends, and we hung, we got me inside the green room. So this I'm in the green room. I'll grab a bottle of Jaeger to get some shots real quick, and these two dudes are just standing there. I'm like, you do not drink Jaeger. I don't drink Jaeger. Fuck, what I drink then? Oh, you drink this. Pushes me a bottle of tequila with a sombrero hat on top of it. It's like, this motherfucker. I'm like, okay, I have it. And then it came to a point that we started looking around and we see all these like weird symbols and shit. To me, they were weird symbols, and I'm like, never been through none of that bullshit. So we knew we was playing at this clubhouse. Well, a lot like Nazis and shit over there. So yeah, it was this kid who looked like Jonah Hill, hugging me, trying to kiss me. He tried to kiss the dude from the other claims. Fine. Then he got beat up, and then he started Z-hiding and doing all this shit. And they thought he was German, and then he pulls out his belt buckle. He had a Puerto Rican belt buckle. He starts talking Spanish, and the dudes were clueless, like, what the fuck is going on here? and then afterwards, all hell broke loose. Like, yeah, the fights everywhere. Like, I ended up, watching everything from the sprinter. Just watching, going like, oh shit, this shit is going down. They were asking my ass only. Yeah, fun time.
Crazy, man. Like, we talk about the funny, stories about touring, but there's also the horror stories, and that's one of them, and the reality of the world sometimes, man, and how ugly it can be, man, and we're just glad that nothing happened to you and stuff like that, man. So let's move on. So what musical gear did you use when recording the new Dead Earth album, like guitar wise, just the amp, and some of the different
guitar wise was LTD Black Metal, like ESP. I used that guitar, and gear wise, I believe it was Mesa cabinet, and we was using the Jeff Loomis preset, like distortion thing. So that's what we were using. I believe in that point in time. It was as tight as it could sound, like every note sounded clear. But that Jeff Loomis preset, yeah, fucking dope.
Absolutely, great sound you got on that album too. And so that album will be out soon. So since we are in the month of October, what is your favorite horror movie and why?
Yeah, I'm thinking right now. Favorite horror movie. I have a lot of favorite horror movies. Like my first movie was that one right there, The Exorcist. That was one of my favorite movies that I first watched in theaters with my family. Afterwards I was pissing in my bed for like a good 2 weeks till I got the hang of it again. I was not there to put a foot on the floor.
Right.
And I was like, fuck this shit. But I would say The Exorcist. Like there's a lot of other movies that I did a lot, like Reanimator, Cannibal Holocaust, more contemporary stuff. Dude, even the stuff that movie was stupid, but it was funny. The Blob, The Mist, Hellraiser movies, from 1 to 2 probably. Yeah, because number 3 was kind of stupid. But yeah.
So out of all the horror movie,
dude, Halloween.
Halloween, yep, absolutely. Okay, so you read, you read my mind.
Yeah, you made me choosing between all those movies. Halloween, of course.
I agree. It's my favorite as well.
Yeah.
So But
And I can't wait to watch Halloween Ends.
yeah, which will be coming out soon, man.
Yeah.
So, well,
We're not promoting that shit right now.
no, exactly. Well, that's the end of this edition of Hanging with These Nuts.
Yo.
And we thank you, Mr. Ernesto Colon, for your time and for answering the questions so brilliantly.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, man.
When there's no justice